Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. My name is Kylie, or Kai. I am a digital artist. I've been drawing since 2017, I think. So, about 7 years now. This was actually the first video that I uploaded back in 17. The timeline's really hard to keep up. It's been a while since I've uploaded anything. The last video I uploaded was January 22, so it's like almost 3 years, more like 2.5, but yeah. Hello. This video isn't scripted. I kind of just have a bunch of bullet points right now that I am reading off of because I tried to write a script. I rewrote it 6 times. I actually wrote the original script back in January and I didn't like it. And I kind of sat on it, and then I was like, oh, maybe February comes around and I'll try then. And then March, April, May, me and my boyfriend were moving into a new place, and June had a lot of family stuff going on. Not bad family stuff. My dad actually retired, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've just been super busy, and last night I tried writing the script again, and I rewrote it again, and then I rewrote it again. And I tried recording it about like 5 or 6 times before I was just like, all right, this ain't right. I was not happy with what I was putting out. So I'm gonna ramble a lot. I apologize in advance for that because, as y'all know, I really enjoy talking. Yeah, the point of this video is to redraw the first drawing I ever uploaded. And actually, I think this might be one of my first digital drawings that actually had substance. When I went back to look in my gallery, a lot of it was just like mindless doodles and Pokemon art, because it was actually the Pokemon Tumblr role-playing community that got me into digital art in the first place. Not art in general, but digital art. That was my introduction into the space. So it was y'all have no idea how painful it was going back to 2017 and trying to look at that old art. But yeah, so this drawing that I'm working on, that I'm recording, it is not finished, as you guys will see when we get to the end of the video. But I've been putting off uploading, like I said, the first script I wrote is January, so I've been putting off uploading since January, February, March, April, May, June, July, for like the last 7 months. And I didn't want to keep making excuses. I didn't want the script to be an excuse again, and I didn't want, oh, the drawing's not finished, to be an excuse again, because that's pretty stupid if you ask me, but you know. Yup. Y'all can't see it, but I just hit the dab, because I'm groovy like that. But yeah, so the next video that I plan on uploading, I will be completing the drawing, and that video is going to be about getting art critique, self-critiquing your art, and how to take critique, and why it's okay to like not listen to all of it. I know that a lot of issues that people have with critique is that sometimes they feel like they're not getting the advice they need, or they're not like, they're kind of scared to do it because they don't want, to think that you've how do I word this in a way that makes sense? You don't want someone to take something that you've been working for days on, right? Like, you've put a lot of energy into this, and then to have somebody come in and like break it down, you're like, oh, so it's a piece of shit. It's not what critique is supposed to be. Critique is just a great way to help you learn and recognize like what you need to work on so that you can practice it, and then the next drawing that you make, it'll be even better. But sometimes like people have very different styles, so sometimes what somebody says they think should be different about your drawing, you're like, nah, dude, like, that's pretty cool, but it's a stylistic choice to do it like that. And I know that everybody's like, oh my god, to say it's just your style. Legitimately, sometimes it is just people's style. Like, if you look at art from Wizards of the Coast versus like something like My Hero Academia, they're both wildly different, and the way that those artists draw is wildly different. One's closer to semi-realism, and one is obviously very anime, and there is nothing wrong with that. So yeah, that video is just going to be about critique in general, and how to apply it to your style, because even if somebody draws in a completely different style than you, they still have something of value that you can learn. So there's another ramble for you. I don't even know if what I said made sense. I am I just woke up, and like I said, I'm done making excuses. I just want this video to be uploaded. But this drawing itself is actually about my, like I said, I got into Pokemon, which it's funny because looking at the original drawing, like, she doesn't read as a Pokemon OC at all. There's nothing about her design saying, like, yeah, that's a Pokemon character. It's just a hoodie, an oversized hoodie that is purple, even though she is supposed to be a water type trainer. Most of her team are water types. So it was bad. But, you know, I mean, the first drawing that you make is never good. I don't think anyway. I'd be very surprised if that were the case, but yeah, she just, she needed a redesign to actually show that she was a Pokemon and what type of trainer she would be. So that was, that's why it looks wildly different from the original. I actually originally was just gonna do an oversized purple hoodie, but I was like, that's so lame, and it doesn't, like, get the point across. And now, as a more, like, you know, seasoned artist, I understand the importance of design elements, because you want somebody to look at your character and recognize, like, oh, they're from this universe, and they do this thing. You don't want it to just be like, yep, that's a chick in a purple hoodie. So that is why it has changed. The design itself has changed so drastically. The hair, I know it looks a little funky, and that was very intentional. So this was not just a Pokemon OC, she was supposed to be a self-insert. My name in Hawaiian, Kylie, means ocean goddess, but her name, Ali'i Kai, means queen of the sea, and it's so funny because on the blog, I just went by Kai either way, so I mean, it was pretty obviously self-insert. But back in those days, I really wanted to have, like, an emo or a scene haircut, and my mom, which thank God for this, but my mom would not let me cut my hair like that, because part of the process I would also need to, like, get a perm to straighten my hair, because you can't really, like, not that I've seen done successfully, and I haven't really looked that deep, so I could be wrong, but just from what I've seen and on myself, you can't really, like, nail those, like, edgy sort of bangs with long curly hair. So she doesn't have bangs, she's just draping, like, half her hair over her face like I used to when I was in middle school and high school. And I thought that it would be cute to, like, keep that design element, just because it really is near and dear to my heart. It is, you know, it is the origin story of me, so I decided to keep that in. And I know the pose is completely different, but I just wanted something, like, more interesting, because having just the arms out to the side, I was impressed by the fact that I accidentally managed to put a line of action in there back then. Like, that was actually pretty cool. But other than that, like, the pose was just so dry, and the expression, I mean, obviously it's it's a pretty, like, flat expression because I didn't know how to draw facial anatomy back then. But I just needed something that had a little more body to it and was more interesting to look at. And like I said, the drawing isn't finished. A couple people have pointed out that, like, the cutoff position is weird, the jeans look odd, and I definitely oversaturated some parts, and I attribute that oh my god, I attribute that word doesn't sound right now. I attribute that to the fact that I've been drawing a lot of chibis and emotes, which you guys will also see soon, because I've gotten involved in the COD fandom, and I'm not talking about, like, this Twitch gamer streaming side of it. I mean, I've gotten involved in, like, the fan fiction and fan art side of it, and they're all wonderful and lovely people, and if any of you are watching this, thank you. But yeah, it's yeah, I probably need to go back and do some studies and tighten up my realism again, because it was a little rough working on this. But I don't think it came out too bad. So, what's the next bullet point that I got? Schedule. Yeah. So the schedule for this channel, and even streaming, because I want to get back into streaming, this is not going to be a very serious place. I am a hobby artist now. I know that back, 7 years ago, which is hilarious because it was just, like, shitty 2D drawings, but I was trying to, like, pursue it professionally, and I was uploading, like, 2 to 3 times a month, and my posting schedule on all my socials, like, actually had a schedule and all that shit. but I can't afford to do that anymore. I'm pretty busy. I have a son now, not an actual like human child, but I have a little gremlin dog that I love very much. I don't know if I want to tell the story of that. It does not really pertain to this video. It's not a bad story. It just doesn't like apply to this video at all. So yeah, maybe we'll talk about it later. But yeah, and I work full time, and I'm gonna be going back to school, but I still really want to pursue art. But I'm not going to school for art. I'm going for engineering, because now I work on sheet metal and I build private jets, which is like really cool. And I really like that job. It's really hard, you know. I like doing all these things, and I don't have enough time to like do all the thing. But art is something that I definitely plan on continuing to make more time for, because I actually have like backlogs worth of videos and stuff that I can upload. I just haven't really been doing it, but yeah, we're gonna work on that. But yeah, the goals for the channel, I want to upload at least once a month, and it'll be anything from like tutorials or rambling videos like this where I just talk about my interests, because I got a lot of little interests locked in my little lizard brain, and the lizard brain really likes to talk about the shiny objects that it finds. So that'll be something to look forward to. The tutorials are definitely going to happen. I've been talking for years about like making chibi tutorials and stuff, and like stylization and all that stuff, and I still want to do that, so that will be coming out. But it's going to be a lot of baby steps. So it's been, like, I know I say it's been 2 years since I uploaded, but if you look at those videos 2 years ago, like, I was barely uploading back then. So I want to say it's more been like 3 or 4 years since I've actually like really involved in YouTube, really been involved with YouTube. That's what I was trying to say. So it's going to be a lot of baby steps, because I don't think that I'm ready to like run full force into this, because I still don't really know what I'm doing. Like I said, it took me 6 months to write a script, and then that script I hated so much that I rewrote it 4 times and I had to re-record it again. And I just, yeah, we gotta take this one day at a time, y'all. I can't just talk for like 20 minutes like I used to. But I keep saying yeah. Y'all know how it is, the rambling, the struggle. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys want to see any videos in the future, tutorials, if you guys have any questions, just, you know, hit it up in the comments, hit me up on any of my socials. I'm always down to chat or make a video about it. But yeah, socials are all linked below. Leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay artsy. Bye!